Alrighty. Hinterlands. And only, no, alchemy. Alchemy and hinterlands. Well, there's no village, so that's the big constraint here. Looks like you can still build. You got stables for draw. Guard dog can draw, but won't be good if you can only draw terminally. Potentially apothecary as well. And then lastly, you can draw with apprentice, which might actually be a decent source of draw alongside wheelwright. You know, you discard stuff to wheelwright for high value actions, and then you apprentice them for lots of draw. That could be a thing. Plus buy is either Margrave or Souk. Notably, both are terminal, so you're buying at most 2 things per turn. And then thinning is apprentice, or gaining Souk, or trader. So, where is this going? Presumably you want to play one of the plus buy cards, probably Margrave for the attack, and then get to the point where you're buying 2 provinces. Various questions. One is apothecary worth it? I'm thinking probably not. Apothecary would let you play with more of your coppers, which, you know, keeping those around synergizes fine with stables. Apprentice is terrible at trashing coppers, but I think you can get rid of coppers just fine using Souk for gains. So it's not like you are stuck with coppers. And the downside, I think, of apothecary is the detour into getting a potion and buying them means you're hitting 5 less, and most of the stuff you want here costs 5. It's not obvious to me, but I think apothecary is not worth it. Seems like the name of the game is just hitting 5 here. The other question is Fool's Gold. As far as payload goes, you're either playing with just like silvers and golds, or you're playing with Fool's Golds. And I would think that in the abstract, Fool's Gold seems better. The big weakness of Fool's Gold is, do you open with it or not? Because it's not that great at hitting 5, and hitting 5 looks really important. You'd be kind of banking on them colliding. I could see double Fool's Gold, which risks not hitting 5 early, or something just like Guard Dog Silver. If you're not playing with Fool's Gold at all, I mean, I don't know about Trader Silver, that's pretty bad. My inclination is Guard Dog Silver. I don't think I want the Guard Dog long term all that much, but I do know that I want to hit 5. Alas, this would have been a really nice hand to draw silver copper, and then you could buy Souk and trash too. But we'll be hitting 5 next turn. I think I can just take I think I still want Fool's Gold as the payload long term. And now that I know I'm hitting 5, I can start buying it here. And this is probably Margrave. Normally, one would open with a thinner first, like Apprentice, for example. But Margrave is one of those cards that I think is strong enough that you frequently want to add it even before you add thinning, because at least when the thinning costs 5, the attack stops them from hitting 5 reliably, and it's probably going to get you back to 5, as we see here, and you can add thinning shortly thereafter. This is probably Souk. Trashing 2 immediately sounds pretty good. And what do I take here? Apprentice, do you want thinning? Could be wheelwright to gain Souks to trash. Could be stables. I think the answer is Apprentice. 7 would be nicer, but I can live. Drawing the apprentice there is kind of tragic, actually. I'm gonna take some of these. Do I want a 3 cost? I'm considering whether it's playing the guard dog and only buying the Fool's Gold is more worth it. The upside of this is I've got my Margrave, my apprentice, coming up. This hand brings me sadness, however. Decline. Let's go Stables Wheelwright. Ooh. Well, there's a 1/3 chance that playing this right now works out really well, and that's probably worth it. So I could wait till after the attack, and then play the guard dog on my turn, at which point it would draw 4. Oh no, this is actually guaranteed to work out. Apparently I'm wrong. I was under the impression that I had both my apprentice and my souk down there, and my goal was to line up apprentice souk and apprentice the souk, but apparently I was mistaken as to what was on the bottom of my deck. Here we go. A little too much good stuff. Stables versus discard attacks is really sad for kind of this reason, which is you have to keep a junk card around as well. We're doing it this way. Goodness, I don't even know. Well, it's not going swimmingly. Finally, after many turns, lined up apprentice and souk, and now we are getting places. All right. This probably ought to be... It could be any of apprentice, souk, stables, wheelwright. But I think apprentice is the best. There's not too many turns left, and so apprentice is the most reliable draw at the cost of cannibalizing the deck a bit. That was a weird choice. Why did they trash a Fool's Gold? Can't say I agree with that. And now we end them. Yep, not too much of a kingdom. Hard bot, just played with a Margrave, and inconsistent commitment to Fool's Gold. Not sure that I agree with that. Maybe Margrave Money isn't terrible here. We're not that far from winning. The mix of Fool's Gold and normal treasures confuses me. I feel like that can't be correct. Yeah, not too much to say about this one. So I just threw the game for no good reason, and I didn't even notice it. Like, I was fully under the assumption that I had won that game until I ended the recording, and I was like, wait, why is it showing as a loss? And then I looked back, and oh my goodness, that was quite the obvious blunder, which was, obviously I should not have apprenticed the province on my final turn, because then there's not enough points left. And it's clear why I did that, which is, at the time I was just kind of assuming there were still 2 provinces left. I'd left provinces at 2, planning to buy double province the next turn, and if there's 2 provinces left, then trashing the province makes total sense. Because I was down by 5 points, I think it was 22 to 27, and you trash a province, you buy 2 provinces, you're scoring 6 on net, and that'd be a win by 1. And trashing province draws 8 cards, guaranteed to draw your deck, it's going to be a win. So all that would check out if there were 2. And for whatever reason, I didn't notice the bot had bought a province. As it turns out, given what the bot actually did, there was an even easier win, which is just trash the Margrave to apprentice, because I only need to find 8 money now, not 16 to win. And yeah, obviously had I noticed, I would not have done that. But I don't know why exactly. I'm guessing. I mean, the bot only had 2 cards on hand, and the turn didn't take very long, so I guess I just kind of figured nothing had happened. I don't know. I would have bought a duchy in the bot's position probably, and so I guess I assumed the best of it. I don't think it's necessarily a bad play or anything. To buy the penultimate province for the bot. It's more of a desperation move, right? The bot's buy is like, I sure hope my opponent does, and then I can sneak out a win from the last province. As it turns out, my hand was fine, and I just threw the game for no reason. In any case, in the interest of posterity, let's record an actual win. Maybe I can switch it up here. Let's try Apothecary. This is already looking bad. So like the good line for Apothecary obviously would be hitting Apothecary in one hand, 5 in the other, which is asking a lot. Like, that's not ridiculously unlikely, but it's far from certain. And if I hit neither Apothecary nor 5 in my turn 3 hand, well, I know I can't be doing both of those on turn 4. So we got the Apothecary. We're also seeing the downside of Apothecary, which is, had that potion been a silver, I would hit 5, and I didn't hit 5. Same thing, yep. So this is the reason why I think the Apothecary opening is suspect. We'll see if we can salvage this. Souk, I think. I want the plus buy, and trashing 2 immediately looks good. I think that the 3rd time this game, the potion has caused me not to hit 5. Here I have a choice. Could do Apothecary, Fool's Gold, or take a 5. I think I'd rather the Apprentice. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. The Souk is making me no money, which is unfortunate. I would love to hit 7 in a potion, but I don't think that's possible here. Because even if I draw the Fool's Gold, that's just 6 in a potion. What happens if I trash the potion? It's 5 money, 6 money. I draw 1 more card. That would get me to 7. I could buy another Fool's Gold. I think this is worth it. I can still get Apothecaries in the future by gaining them with Wheelwright. I don't feel quite confident enough in my deck to add the Wheelwright yet, however. Yeah, the estate can go. I'll just apprentice the guard dog, ideally. We all right? And Fool's Gold? Kind of need the payload, don't I? Oh lord. There's no conceivable way this turn accomplishes everything it needed to. What a disaster. Well, let's try to figure out how we can make something happen here. I think it's still possible to have a real turn. Bot has 2 Sooks. If it's playing predominantly with Sooks, I'm not even totally sure the Margrave is better than just a Sook, because the attack is potentially friendly. Obviously, versus the Fool's Gold / Margrave and other parts of its strategy, the Margrave attack hurts. But like if your goal is just to have a Sook and like a silver in hand, a Margrave attack could potentially be helping you with that. So, what do I do in this position? Actually, it might just be my turn to YOLO it. If I buy province here, and the bot buys duchy, I need to buy province estate here, and then hit province duchy in response to duchy. Bot might just have the win. Nope. Okay, bot has a duchy. So I can win with a good draw. Will we get said good draw? See, note the points deficit. Don't trash province in this position. That would be quite a mistake, apparently. Okay, yeah, so this worked out, but it felt really awkward. I don't think I believe in the apothecary thing. That was winning by the skin of my teeth off of hoping the bot duds, as opposed to throwing the game from a winning position off of the bot hoping I dud. I prefer the apothecary less line. Obviously, again, there's scenarios where the apothecary can work out better. Like if you hit 5 and apothecary, you're probably a happy camper. It just seems like a riskier line all around, though.